Hey guys, how's it going? How are you doing, Aquarius? It's your full moon. You can probably tell by looking at me how I feel. But without further ado, let's see what Spirit's got for us today, Aquarius. Aquarius placement, sun, moon, rising. We all have Aquarius somewhere, so might be for you, but specifically for my Aquarius sun, moon, rising folks, okay? And again, please excuse how I look. It has been a brutal couple of weeks here. All right, let's see what we're dealing with here. Oh. The Spirit want my Aquarius friends to know. Okay, so we're starting off with the Two of Wands, guys. Making a decision which direction you want to head in. What are we doing? The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so the Lovers on the bottom. So for this specific reading, it looks like we're starting out speaking to people who are currently dealing with a situation where you're trying to decide which direction to go in regard to something. It doesn't necessarily need to be a lover, but something that you love, something you feel connected to, something, for a lot of you, this is going to be a relationship, okay? So the wheel doesn't stop, right? We can stagnate and pause the wheel slightly, but that wheel is going to keep spinning. And if we don't allow it to keep spinning and we do stagnate for too long and we take too long making a decision which direction we want to go in, that's when we see the Tower coming through. That's when we see death coming in, and Spirit, the universe, God, however you want to refer to it, is going to come through and shake your shit up and say, you know, you've had a chance to make this decision on your own. You have not made this decision. We are going to help you make this decision, all right? We're moving forward. There's nowhere to go. I mean, if you want to think about it in a linear sense, there's nowhere to go but forward. In reality, time isn't really that linear. So let's see what we need to know about this. What do we need to know about this Two of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, Spirit? The Sun. Okay, the Ten of Wands on the bottom. So for a lot of you, all right, and I feel this in my soul because look at me, Christ have mercy. For a lot of you, you're like, look, I've had enough. This has been way too much as it is. I'm exhausted. I don't want to put in this effort anymore, right? I just need a break. And Spirit saying, but right on the other side of this decision is what you want, okay? But you're gonna have to climb the ladder to get it. And for a lot of you, with this decision being here, it's kind of like you're halfway up that ladder. And you're saying, you're kind of like hanging out halfway up the ladder, thinking like, that was a lot of work. I don't know what to expect, like coming forward out of this. I don't know if I want to move forward. And this is Spirit kind of reminding you that we must move forward. There's no other option. Sure, we can stagnate for a while. We can take some time. We can think. But I'm not seeing any thinking here. I'm seeing just kind of a lot of fire energy, and I'm feeling a lot of trepidation. So let's see what this is about. Why do we not want to keep moving forward? The World just wanted to pop out. So this is something major for a lot of you guys. Spirit, what? So for a lot of you, you're waiting on someone else to come through. You're waiting on somebody to come through and deliver you kind of an answer and kind of provide you with some type of direction here. And I think that's the lesson. You have to learn to make decisions on your own, even though oftentimes we choose wrong. Sometimes we don't always make the best decision. It's hard when you don't have a sounding board, is what I'm trying to say. When you feel alone in something, especially something significant like this, it can be hard to choose to take that next step up the ladder, because you know that the wheel's still spinning and you know you could end up at the bottom of the ladder again, right? This is where faith in ourselves comes in, faith in the universe. Know that whatever this is for you, Spirit is trying to guide you to where you need to be. And we need to temper these emotions, right? We need to have patience with ourselves, because good things are waiting on the other side of this. I'm seeing you come out as the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, all of these very compassionate kind of players in the tarot, so to speak. But we also have the King of Wands out here. And it's kind of like, I feel like this is what you're waiting on. You're waiting on somebody to come through with direction. And Spirit's saying, be patient with yourself, because you already know the answer. You don't need this other person. This person may have walked away, and that's what's left you. Like, I'm literally seeing somebody clinging to a ladder, like midway up. And maybe that's what's creating this kind of pause for you. But what I'm picking up here is that you don't need whoever this person is. You've taken what you needed from that situation. There was a reason that person came into your life. And that can be hard, can't it? To realize that somebody has come into our lives to maybe teach us something. But as a human, obviously, we have feelings and, we become attached. And when it's time for that person to move on, a lot of the times it's hard for us to see our way forward without them. And I feel like this is Spirit saying, you've got this. You've got this. Whatever this is you're trying to achieve, keep going. Even when it seems scary. Set a plan in action. Even if it's a simple plan. Even if it's one step, right? One thing. For instance, maybe this is somebody who's left your life. Maybe you've been upset and really going through it, right? Maybe your first step is just to get up and take a shower. And during that shower, you have some type of an epiphany, like, oh, okay, this is my next step. But we have to be patient with ourselves, and we have to show ourselves the love and the care that we would have shown to this person who has walked out of our lives, right? Let's see what else Spirit wants to say here. Yeah. This was a learning experience for a lot of you. This was a learning experience that, although it's nice to have people around, it's nice to be included in groups and things like that, this person came through to teach you something. To teach you that you don't necessarily need this. And it doesn't seem like whatever the situation was reciprocal anyway. What is this Three of Cups, please? The High Priestess. For some of you, this is a third-party situation that you had an inkling about. And the other, I don't really feel like that's the message here, but I'm going to clarify it for those of you that need to hear it. You kind of had an inkling that this is what was occurring. But I'm seeing that you get clarity here, all right? You get clarity. And with the Six of Swords, this means that we're moving towards an ending that is going to bring us peace, okay? So if you're in the midst of this and you're feeling like, kind of just like, what the hell's the point, right? Spirit's saying, take that first step. Take that first step. That first step is what is going to allow you to gain the clarity that you need to get to the place you need to go to find that peace and that closure. But again, it's up to you, right? Going back to the first cards that came out, it's up to you. You've got to take that drive. You need to use your will and your drive to get you up the rest of this ladder. This person's not coming back through, at least not right now, because this is a lesson that you need to learn. Maybe this is somebody that you've been dependent upon for a very long time. And I'm seeing some of you even be like defensive about it. Like, well, I just went through all of this. How can I be expected? And yeah, that's fair. Fair. Take your time. Lick your wounds. But remember that there is so much more waiting for you. Okay? This was meant to happen. I know people don't like to hear that about shitty things that occur in their lives, but this was meant to happen. This had to happen. This is happening to show you your own strength, your own resiliency. The fact that you are capable of not only mending your own wounds, but propelling yourself forward in a direction that you want to go. We no longer need to follow this person. We don't have to follow what they want. Maybe our paths were splitting, right? The universe isn't going to keep us in something that isn't fair to our best interests. And as humans with feelings and emotions and all this mess, it's hard for us to walk away from things sometimes, even when we know we should. So my dear Aquarius friends, I know that there is a lot of bizarre energies happening right now, especially with the full moon. Whoever this message is for, though, this is for somebody who's in some pain. And this is Spirit letting you know that take that first step. Take that step because you're safe. Take the step, make a plan. Maybe not in that order. Follow your joy. And I know when we're stuck in a place of missing someone or feeling like we've just lost our whole world, which is what it can feel like a lot of the times when we lose someone. Even if they're still around, like in this realm, you know, they're not in our lives anymore, and that can feel very, very lonely. Spirit wants to let you know you're not alone. You're never alone. Don't be afraid to reach out. Ask for help. Talk to the people that you have around you. And if you don't have anybody around you, talk to your guides, because they are always there. You guys, this is a really intense message, and that's where I think I'm going to leave it at for today, because whoever needs to hear this really just needs that little boost, that little push. Get up, get out there. This person did not define your life. This person may have been a major part of your life, but instead of looking at it from a place of loss, look at it from a place of, what lessons did I learn? And how can I integrate those lessons into my own life so that this doesn't happen again? It may happen again. There's no guarantee. But as we integrate more into ourselves and we learn these lessons, the less likely we are to need these external counterparts to come in, right? Now, Aquarius, I will say this as a caveat. I know we have a tendency to bring in a lot of people, like a magnet, who need healing. So for some of you, that's the message. You don't have to heal every person that comes across your path, right? This is a time for you, Aquarius. This is a time for you. This is a time for healing. This is a time for joy. And this is a time for abundance. But it's for you. So, use your intuition, follow your joy, talk to your guides, stay connected to spirit, and you're gonna get up that ladder, guys. I promise you that you will. That wheel's always turning. All right, my friends, that's where we're gonna leave it at today, my beautiful Aquarians. I hope that you're all doing well, and if you are feeling this way, I really, really hope that you find the impetus to get up and take that first step. It's really the most important one, the hardest, but the most important one. All right, guys, I love you all. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a great day.